All right, so if you're having issues with your tachometer selector, as in for mine here, when I shifted gears, my tach was always here, and anytime I switched going down the gears, this would completely go off. Where it's at right now, you're not able to see it when it's inside the tach. I'm sorry, not the tach, the instrument cluster. So when it's inside the instrument cluster, let's just pretend my finger's over this. When I have this truck in park, it's on top of one. So it should be, let's see if I can do it with one hand. There it is right there. So that's where mine is at. When I start shifting down the gears to reverse, neutral, drive, etc., it goes off to the side and I can't see it. And the culprit of this is this tiny piece of plastic. Well, it's not tiny, it's fairly big. You can see where it's broken off. This goes inside in the steering wheel, and you don't have to take the steering wheel off in order to do this. I just took off the bottom piece, the dash bezel, and of course the instrument cluster. But in a sec, I'll show you. I'll put it back in. So how this functions, super easy. It's just a spring on there, and let's see if I can do it one-handed. There's this wire runs through here, all the way through here, and there's a little hook on here because there's a screw inside that this hooks onto. This is an adjusting gauge to adjust the tension. Well, not a gauge, but just a dial. But you can see as I pull on it, I can only go so far with one hand, that I start shifting gears. Let's flip it back over so you can actually see what's happening. You get an idea. So let me put this back in and show you how it works. Alrighty. So I know it's a little hard to see. Let me see if I can get some light on there. Probably not. Oh, geez. So I got my little pointer at the moment. You recall this is the long white wire. And this is the thing I was playing with. See if I can just get in there and kind of just move it for a sec. Ah, there we go. So I got my light just kind of on it. You can see the copper wire up in there where it's attached. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I can't really. Oh, jeez. Tight space is a little hard. But it was up here that we just saw it, that copper wire. Let me see if I can hold it with one hand. There we go. So I'll pull on it, see how that's staying on there. There we go. That's how a gear selector works. And you see these two pieces of plastic. We have this one right here. Then we have this one right here. These are supposed to be one single piece. So if you're having issues with your gear selector not being where it's supposed to be at, this is probably the problem. It's a pretty simple mechanical design, so there really isn't much else to your gear selector. So if your gear selector is not working, this is pretty much the culprit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this is a bolt head right here. I'm going to get in here. This just feeds around the steering wheel, so I'll follow with you. You see that white wire going all the way up. Pardon me. All the way up to here. So now if I pull on this, you see that little tachometer that just moved. So that's how it works.